I'm back with another part. Now, the reason I came here is I kind of want to explain how the duel, or the computer's AI when it comes to dueling works. And the easiest way to do that would be to duel somebody who has absolutely no chance of ever beating you. Alright. When a duel starts, it's random who gets to go first. Alright. All Tristan has is nothing but monsters, so this will be pretty straightforward. What the AI does is, they will pick a random card from their hand. Generally, it'll be the first one, or whatever happens to fit their style the most. In this case, Tristan doesn't really have a style. You gotta think about it, all the AI have the same exact type of decision-making process. When the AI sees a monster that's face down like this, they will automatically attack it with their strongest monster. And now, Tristan doesn't really have any monsters stronger than 350 attack points, so he will always attack with this one. And remembering the summon rule, this grid will be destroyed when he inevitably attacks this monster. Alright, he placed a monster in defense because this monster is not strong enough to defend my monster. If he doesn't have an attack that's at least stronger than my defense, if that's the position my monster's in, he'll just place his in defense as well. You can tell right away how many sacrifices you need, indicated by the number on the top left. You can then summon another monster. Be careful though, because if you do tribute right now, you will not be able to do anything. So these blue E's mean that these cards cannot be selected whatsoever. You can't do anything with them. So if you summoned a monster, and then you try to sacrifice it, you would not be able to summon this kind of monster. So yeah. Obviously I'll be able to destroy whatever monster he has. Now, abusing that same principle that we showed with the Flame Dancer and the Gurgle, no matter what you have, if you place it in face-down defense, the AI will automatically attack it with whatever he has that's the strongest monster. It's also a nice little trick to abuse when your defense is super high, compared to the other enemy monsters in the game. It takes massive damage, this monster is forced into attack mode, and you get easy damage onto his life points. Whenever you have a monster that's way too strong that they cannot defeat, they will, the AI is always going to place their monster in defense position. You can always guarantee that the first monster will attack if you place your own face-down defense. That's primarily all there is to it. If you were to set any traps, for example, the AI would just attack with their strongest monster. Like usual, that would get tricked. It's the same principle being reused over and over again, pretty much. As long as you remember these basic rules, you'll have some sort of tactic you can pull to take down an enemy, even if they're blatantly stronger than you, which almost every duelist in this game is, past them, the duelists at Express. Something I should probably explain now. You see how those those cursors are flashing all over the place? The game will do this whenever an action is done. It does this because some cards in this game now have permanent effects, which will activate every time. Every time that thing flashes is whenever the permanent effect thing will pop up, and it's so freaking annoying. If you've gotten far enough to have Slifer the Sky Dragon, you will understand what I mean. So yeah, that's the basic duel mechanics. I'll explain any more as they pop up throughout the duels. Such as this one. Remember that first person I dueled and I got 3 deck points? That means I can only duel him once. But because my deck capacity is increasing only by 1, which is actually kind of crappy because it requires 3 in order to level up, and you'll find yourself frequently running out of deck capacity points when you're building your deck later on in the game. When you only get 1, that means you can duel him as many times as you want. there is no limit to the amount of times you can duel him. If I'm ever in the mood for competition, if I'm ever in the mood to utterly rape you, sure, I'll come back and get you. Duke is actually kind of good, so I'm not going to duel him yet. I'm going to dedicate this, the rest of this video to just destroying these random AI. He still has his pride as a duelist, but he doesn't feel like dueling, but he'll take me on turns. Something that's important to note, since everybody duels exactly the same, all you really have to watch out for is just how that person duels. For example, these people have spells and traps, but obviously he's not good enough for any of his monsters are all too weak. At this point in the game, your cards will utterly rape everybody in Domino Square. So don't hold back, just make sure that you go ahead and defeat them, because you really do need those points. Gravedigger Ghoul. You will see this used a lot by the AI. It's also a card that I like to take with me whenever I'm kind of weak. Alright, this is one of my favorite traps early on. It's a burger with a bunch of intestines and a mouse. Low cost, and it will destroy anything with 1,000 or less. And because I don't have to worry about anything getting destroyed, I may as well show off how the effect works. By activating effect, usually my monster will be shown in defense position because of the path I take. I'm really picky about this. I don't like going to the right and left because I'm kind of afraid that I might accidentally sacrifice him sometimes. And see, it'll keep him in attack position. It's kind of retarded. The R button will let you see the enemy's side, since after revealing it, of course. The left button will show the attack and defense of all monsters on the field that are face up. The B button. Discarding is actually not a bad idea sometimes. Keyword on sometimes. I better speed this up because I'm taking way too long. And that's how a trap works. And the AI will pretty much just spam the Gravedigger Ghoul if they have it. Sacrifice. An epic monster. I hope to God that the enemy does not have a light monster, because I will completely, utterly use my good monster, and that would suck, and it would make me cry, and it would make me feel sad. Not even worse than that. My eyeballs will explode with special teardrops ashes spewing out of nowhere. Bark. Alright, a Gravedigger Ghoul. The better, when you're betting an anti-card, try never, or whatever, for whatever you do not bet a card that says this is a low-level anti. You will almost never, or actually, you will be guaranteed to never get anything good. As long as the ante does not question your choice, you'll get something decent. In this case, Gravedigger Ghoul is a pretty good filler card. And later in the game, it could actually be pretty useful, as the enemy will at some point start getting Monster Reborn. Instead of fair and square, should have played by my rules. Yeah, right. Your rules suck. It's gonna take me too long to duel everyone on screen. So I'm gonna finish the rest of these duels off screen. Okay, everybody, I have finished dueling everyone. And I figured, since this kind of card showed up, I would explain something that I kind of forgot to mention a long time ago. When a card has been revealed in someone's hand, like how I used that monster eye to show the opponent's hand, that monster is no longer face down, so it can no longer use its abilities unless it's a permanent effect. Why would you ever want to look at Kyle? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a warning now. Do not go over there, whatever you do, unless you're confident in your luck and skills. Even then, it's mostly luck anyway. Yeah, as you can see, this is everything that you should have if you've dueled everybody minus Rebecca. However, I'm actually one higher because I dueled Tristan once. But yeah, expect to have stats like this. You'll be still pretty low level in the game, but not anywhere near as bad as it was before. See, this is how you restore your life points. It's also your method of saving. Now, here's something that I didn't quite explain. Every time that you defeat a duelist, dozens of cards get added to the shop. So let's see what came in. Now that I like this, holy crap! Already? This is one of the better cards in the game. And oh my god, this thing showed up fast. I really was not expecting that. So yeah, what you should do is you should order things by price, so and just focus on what you can and can't get. But holy jeez, why are all these good cards showing up so early? Especially this one. God, a card like this would turn the tables indefinitely. I am speechless. Why are so many cards like these showing up so soon? Either way, I'm going to save my dominoes. And I'm going to show you one duel from Yugioh before I end this part. There's a chance that I may or not win, or may not win. But I got plenty of empties, so why not? Alright, I'm very fortunate. I got to go first.
It's my turn.
Duelists like Joey. Joey is one of the few duelists who actually has a voice. I think that's kind of one of the cooler aspects. And here's another thing I forgot to mention, actually. When the AI sees what your cards are, they will also attack according to what the attribute is. If their attribute's superior to yours, they will attack. At least as long as they know it's attacking, of course. I'll give you a breakdown of Joey's attack on the next part. Until then, seeing if I can beat him before my time runs out. That'd be nice if I can defeat him before I hit 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to speed this part up. Yeah, I think I'll cut it here.